There has been so much said about this year's Coachella. I've been boots on the ground at the festival this weekend, and we are going to dive into everything that is currently drama at the festival. Hey guys, welcome to the Coachella weekly TEACAP video. I actually had a weekly TEACAP that was like not related to Coachella, but literally you guys, like the footage got deleted and I only have like 40 seconds of it. I just figured before I go to the festival today, I would make a video talking about some of the drama that has happened at the festival, things that have been said this weekend before I go. On Friday, I made a video kind of talking about some of the pre-Coachella drama, and then yesterday I recapped like the history of Coachella dramas, which I see that not everyone liked that video. Mostly made that video to keep it a Coachella themed weekend, because I do make a video like that pretty much every year to like refresh everyone's minds on what's going on or what has happened at Coachella and the festival and everything, just to keep us in the Coachella festival spirits. And since I'm at the festival, it's like hard to report like in real time, but today I had the time because I'm not going to the festival for a little bit. So instead of a regular weekly TEACAP, we are going to do a Coachella special of current drama. So Coachella kicked off with the most insane car camping situation. Those who were driving in Thursday to set up their festival campsite ended up spending hours and hours in line trying to get in for their spot. People were going as early as 3 a.m. to try and get in line and get in, and hours later, people were honking, frustrated, and took to social media to share their experience.
Live from the Coachella car camping line. We've been here since 7:30.
It's almost 12 hours.
Right now, the time, 5. What time is it?
5:21.
5:21. We've been here for 12 hours.
Coachella, what the hell are you doing? We have been stuck in line for nearly 10 hours. We showed up here for camping at 3 in the morning and got in line. It's almost 1 p.m. right now. We still haven't even gone through security, and everyone around us has been here for just the same amount of time.
In case anybody's wondering how car camping is going at Coachella,
Some were trying to say that getting into the campsite is always a mess, but this was next level for some who felt it was worse than other years trying to get parked. People were pretty disappointed, stating that this wasn't a new festival or anything and feel like they should have it like down pat at this point. Business Insider reported attendees of the festival, which takes place every April in Indio, California, told Business Insider they'd spent up to 12 hours waiting to get into the campsite on Thursday, and some still hadn't made it in. I made a joke earlier that I didn't know Fire Festival tickets were included in admission this year, but that's how I feel, Adam Roberts told Business Insider. While waiting in his car, I feel duped. Festival goers who paid at least $800 each to attend said they hadn't heard any news on the delays, despite receiving updates in the official app and Instagram promoting partnerships with American Express and Nobu. Which, let me just pop in here to say that the Nobu at the festival was so empty when I saw it. Like, no one cared. That whole area was like dead. Now, the other conversation that kicked off the festival was prior to anything actually going on, just like the car camping situation. Honestly, I feel like this happened around like the same time, but basically Justin Bieber went to pick up his credentials to the festival, and photos came out of Hailey Bieber driving him around with his friends, and they felt so bad for her that no one was sitting in the front with her, that she was like chauffeuring them around like she was their Uber. And people commented saying, Selena dodged an insane bullet with this man-child. She really is the strongest soldier because I could never. Why does this low-key make me feel sad for her? Hailey Uber. Even though others were feeling bad for her, she seemed to be in good spirits with her and Justin when they were at the festival. He had previously made it known that he was going to be supporting Yeet, posting on his story, Yeetchella. Him and Hailey were seen at the set together with Tate McRae and the Kid Laroi. And speaking of Coachella couples, Kylie and Timmy also made an appearance at the festival day 2, proving to still be together, kissing and dancing during Charlie XCX's set. Charlie brought out Lorde, Troye Sivan, and Billie Eilish, and was basically saying at the end of her set that she doesn't want Brat Summer to be over. Now, when talking about the festival itself and some more issues people have had, let's talk about James Charles complaining about the entrance to the actual festival, posting a video saying, Me, because Coachella got rid of the bikes and combined VIP and artist entrance together for literally no reason at all. People were in the comments like, love seeing celebrities get treated like regular people. Now let's break down what James is actually saying here, because there are multiple different passes that you can have at Coachella. So you can be GA, VIP, artist guest, artist. Artist passes can't be purchased on the Coachella website unless you're paying for the experience that's like over $10,000, where you also sleep in an upgraded fancy tent on the festival grounds. Otherwise, it's going to be through some sort of music industry connection. And a lot of influencers and celebrities typically go with an artist pass around their wrist because it's more exclusive, it's safer in the artist areas. When you're in the artist areas, you're seeing the artists just like walk around their trailers, chilling. There's always someone somewhere. Media will sometimes get access to an artist pass if they are doing interviews backstage or whatnot. But they also had exclusive entrances, which James Charles was saying he was upset over as they combined one of the walking paths with the VIP section and got rid of the people you can pay to bike you in and out of the festival. Though once you reach a certain point of the artist and VIP entrance, it does separate and leads you into the artist compound. So technically the lines weren't fully connected, but the walk certainly had him upset and venting on TikTok. But I do feel like for celebrities like Kylie and Timmy, like they are getting a ride like straight to the door. So I don't know, maybe James needs to figure out getting on that list because he was not happy. Now, in some other Coachella news, let's talk more about the guests that we've seen at this year's Coachella. Last year, everyone was raving about the surprise guests that came out. Besides Charlie bringing out Lorde, Billy, and Troy this year, we've also seen Benson Boone bring out Brian May. He did a rendition of Bohemian Rhapsody and he brought out Queen's legendary guitarist. And a lot of people have been talking about this performance. Some people loved it. Obviously, some people didn't. I feel like that's the thing with Coachella where some people are just like, it's like hit or miss. There's always people that are going to say that they didn't like something, and then other people are going to say that they loved something. Because I'm also hearing that about Gaga's performance. People are like, oh my gosh, I loved it. And then some people are like, I don't know. Wish this song was on there. Wish this one was on there. But I thought the set design was insane. She really, really went out and did something with that. As for other surprises, Machine Gun Kelly made an appearance at Coachella, Becky G, and Bernie Sanders, you guys. He took the stage before Clairo's performance, delivering a passionate speech. Now, something kind of controversial that has been said about the festival is how expensive it is. This really has become like a festival that is for clout and like money flaunting and things like that. And people have highly criticized the price of the foods and the drinks at the festival.
Okay, I'm starving, so let's come get nachos. The one thing I didn't want, no, tacos. The one thing I didn't want to do, and now I'm doing it. It's okay. So while I wait for the tacos, I got another, how much is it? $17? $17 lemonade. It's mostly ice, but it's so good. $120-ish worth of food, guys. I'm not gonna lie, they're not good.
And people have made tons of videos talking about how expensive things are. People in the comments said, Coachella seems like a miserable money trap that everyone falls for. The fact that general admission is $600 and you still have to pay that much for mid-food is making me irrationally angry. Coachella sounds like the epitome of my worst nightmare: crowds, heat, drunk people, chaos. $102 is crazy. And I mean, I will also mention that the heat this year is nuts. Usually it is freezing at night, warm during the day, but this year it is scorching hot, 100-degree weather, and like that just does not mesh with a music festival. It is actually so crazy. I'm usually like needing to bundle up by the end of the night, and that just like has not been the case. Also popping in here to say that it was so hot that it literally looked like Lola Young was going to throw up on stage. But back to the food pricing here, because it is so expensive. Literally the only thing that is cheap at this festival is water. It is $2. And I do think that if you're going to spend money at the festival on food, you should pick the restaurants that are there and not just like the random like chicken tenders, like pizza and like whatnot, because it's all going to be expensive. It's all like the same price. So you might as well try to find the restaurants maybe you want to try or that you know and love, because at the festival they do have like name brand restaurants or popular LA restaurants, but then they also have like stadium arena food type of deal. Now, some other thing that people have been talking about is the crowds at Coachella feeling like they're just dead and bland and not actually there for the music. I posted a video on TikTok of Charlie performing Apple and people commented and they were like, why is the crowd so quiet? And someone said, it's Coachella, they're always quiet. Another person said, the crowd is not it, Charlie, we got you in Chicago in a few weeks. And someone said, Coachella is always dead. Now, despite the fact that the crowd was actually the most alive I've seen it all weekend during that set, everyone around my group was dancing and singing, just having an incredible time. Truly one of this year's highlights for me. Whereas when I was watching Gaga, honestly, no one was dancing around us. Everyone was pretty still. Granted, I did watch her from the artist area, and I do feel like everyone is more alive in GA, to be honest. There's also been a lot of talk about Travis Scott's performance at this year's festival. He performed close to midnight on Saturday, and I gotta say the crowd was not giving, you guys. Granted, there are a lot of parties on Saturday night of Coachella weekend 1, and I can see more people being in attendance during weekend 2 because there's not events going on Saturday night weekend 2, and they do say true music lovers go weekend 2 because the influencers aren't out and not caring about the music. But yeah, it was kind of shocking, you guys. Though he's controversial, he does still have a ton of supporters, and I thought walking over there I was going to see a bunch of guys jumping around going crazy in the crowd, but to my surprise it was pretty spaced out. People were sitting, nothing even close to Charlie. But it has certainly been a very interesting Coachella year. With a lot being said, very random surprises. I certainly want to know what you guys think about some of the drama that's gone on, some of the things that people have been saying about the festival. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.